Hi, it's Amy and Tim from Go With Less. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our short trip to Strasbourg, France. It was our first time in the Alsace area of France, and it is magnificent. I hope that you'll stay tuned and hear our quickie recapping of Strasbourg.
Consistently throughout all of Alsace, something that we heard every time that we visited one of these little places is that this is the town that Beauty and the Beast, Belle's town and Beauty and the Beast was modeled after. I think they're right. Every single one of them looked just like Belle's little town for Beauty and the Beast.
Like 10 towns.
Yeah, it was an amazing thing to see. Every place we visited was like a fairy tale place, so it was sort of surreal how lovely this place was.
And every single building has these beautiful, we were there in the end of June, like a couple days end of June, maybe the first couple days of July, and every single building has beautiful flowering window boxes and canals, and every single home is painted like colorfully with like those half timber, like Tudor style, and just beautiful. So we're gonna put a couple pictures in on our video, but this is an area for beauty.
Strasbourg is a relatively compact place, and all the action in the city seems to take place on Grand Ile, which is a little island, and there is a boat that actually goes around the island, and we took this boat ride. It's about $30 US.
For the two of us.
For the two of us,
person.
That's exactly right. And the service is called Batorama. We jokingly referred to it as Boatorama, just so that we could remember it, but not that it's hard. Not that Batorama is hard to remember, but nonetheless, that was a very
simple people.
That was a worth it splurge, this boat ride. It was a nice overview of the city, and just a fun thing to give you a quick overview of what's happening here on Grand Ile.
And the boat ride is somewhere between like 60 to 90 minutes. It was a hot day because it was the middle of the summertime. We thought, and it's all enclosed in glass, so you can see everything around you no matter what the weather is, so rain or shine, take this boat. But the funny thing is they said that it was an air-conditioned boat. There must be, I don't know, 200 seats in the boat. It's like this big flat thing. It's a desk fan, so the air conditioning is a desk fan. But it is nice that you could take it all seasons, all weather. The boat is the best way to see some of the things in Strasbourg. So there's an area called Petite Venise, like Petite Venice, because of the canals, and it's beautiful from the boat. So it gives a really nice vantage point that you can't get on the shore. So that's another. So not only is the boat like a nice way to get an overview of what's happening with a lot of the history, but it's the best place you're going to see some of these beautiful sights in Strasbourg.
The boat also goes through a lock, which was sort of an interesting experience for us. So we had been to the Panama Canal a year or two ago, and we got to experience the lock watching it. So we didn't get to get on a boat there, so we got to have our Panama Canal experience in Strasbourg, France.
Yes, also the boat went a little bit out of the way to there's this like EU headquarters there. So it's some major official building for the EU in Strasbourg, France. Who knew?
There's courts there.
Yeah, maybe everyone in Europe knows actually, but we didn't know this. So we wouldn't have been up in that area without this boat ride. So it's kind of nice just to go up and see this because it's a major piece of the puzzle in EU history.
There's another Notre Dame in Strasbourg, another stunning cathedral, and so this was an amazing place to see. We walked inside. We also saw the astronomical clock. It seemed to be a little under construction. We didn't see it in action, so we went on YouTube after the fact and watched it.
Thanks, YouTube.
Thanks, YouTube. So we did see that, and also you can climb up in the cathedral. I think this building, for a certain amount of history, was one of the tallest structures in the world. And so
I think it was the tallest cathedral, one of the tallest cathedrals. It was the tallest cathedral in the world at some point for like 100 years. Cathedral.
So anyway, it has some fame in terms of its height.
You do have to pay to go up.
You do have to pay to climb up. We chose not to climb up.
We spent our money on the boat.
On the Boatorama. So it was something phenomenal to see. Also, they were getting ready for a light show. It seems like these light shows are common throughout France in the summer. And we caught, it wasn't up and running yet, but we caught a pre-production just one evening we were walking around. And it was interesting. It was nothing compared to what we saw in Reims, but it was certainly interesting to watch what we saw.
So a beautiful place. If you're in Strasbourg, you've got to get to Notre Dame Cathedral. When we came out of the cathedral, we saw a free English walking tour getting started. I had looked in every one of the 10 cities we visited, I thought, for free walking tours. I didn't see this, and so I don't know if I didn't do a good job or they don't have good SEO, but it was no big deal just to join up with this group. So it was really cool just to join up with a free walking tour, not have this be like a big planned piece of our day. It was just impromptu and very easy to get the history on foot. And free walking tours are available in Strasbourg. The only standout food that we had in Strasbourg was a Venezuelan place.
Go figure.
I was a little peckish. Well, maybe that's not so fair. I mean, so Tim, we had one of our meals was at the grocery store, so it wasn't like we were having fine dining in Strasbourg. But after Tim had his meal in the grocery store, I wanted an empanada in this VenezoLatino. I don't know what it is.
It'll be in the notes.
It's going to be in the notes, but VenezoLatino, and it was this little. I wouldn't call it a hole in the wall, but it was a very small little casual eatery, affordable and delicious.
It was
really delicious. Yeah, so I had a great empanada that was kind of hearty enough for a small meal, and Tim isn't even an empanada person. I am. He loved it so much that we went back for lunch the next day and had a full meal. Their plantains were some of the best that I've had.
We also had an arepas there, didn't we?
Oh, we did have an arepa. We love Venezuelan food, and it turns out that Strasbourg, this was a dynamo pick in the town. So again, we'll put a link down to that, and it was very convenient to the main area of town. That's it for Strasbourg. Join us next up is Colmar, our last town and one of the prettiest towns we've ever been in. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you do not subscribe to our channel, there's a red button below. Hit subscribe. We would appreciate it so much. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below, even if it's to say pictures are pretty. We love hearing from people. And if you know anybody who's going to Alsace, France, please share this video with them or on your social media. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.